want to learn about the parking zone, and with this parking zone you can make it as your income. So you have to you have to use it very well and don't misuse it. So in this model town board, earlier we said a model town board is a representation of all roads network in and out of the town that are found in East Africa. With that, the word East Africa means your license can apply in all countries that are found in East Africa. The thing is, you just need to update just for just few things. By the way, your license it is international, IDL, International Driving License. The difference with that is in Kenya we keep left, but in other countries they keep right. So just when you go for the driving school or driving academy, it just be at the just small things. So with the due remarks, I want to go direct to the topic lesson for today about parking zones. In this model town board, I have got two types of parking zone. One is this one, the one you can see here, this one. So if you are making notes, like we have got two types of parking zone. We have got two types of parking zone. Affect. Then hapo hivyo uandike parking number 1. Parking number 1. Parking number 1. Useme first one, it has got 3 names. It has got 3 names. It has got 3 names. And hiyo parking hii iko na majina matatu. Point ya kwanza it has got 3 names. Jina ya kwanza inaitwa controlled parking. Controlled parking. Zina control inamaanisha hiyo parking inakontroliwa. There's a security there who is in charge. Controlled parking, you can explain and say it is called controlled parking because there is total security. There is total security. That is first name. Another name for that parking is angle parking. Name number 2, angle parking. It is called angle parking because, check here, the vehicles you can see here, they are parked at an angle. Simply you can say 45 degrees. 45 degrees. You can see, vile kwa kagari kamekaa, na kaona vizuri kamekaa at an angle of 45, na kamegemezwa tu hivi 45 degrees. Hiyo ni jina ya ngapi? Ya pili. Inaitwa angle parking. Kwa nini? Because vehicles are parked at an angle. Jina ya tatu na ya mwisho inaitwa ample parking. A M P L E, ample parking. Ample parking. Ample parking, the reason why it is called ample parking, we have got 2 explanations as to why it is called ample parking. First explanation is you can say because you park for a longer period of time. Because you can park for a longer period of time. Yani ukipark hapo hivyo, useme utapark the whole day. Shauri yako. Sio unalipa. No, you have to pay. Ukisema utapark for a full week, sio unalipa. Good. It's called ample parking because 1, you can park for a longer period of time. Number 2, why it is called ample parking, explanation say this because we have got a humble, Humble, humble parking, humble, humble space, and I have just explained here. In between the vehicles, in between here, you can see very well, in between here, there is enough space. You are not squeezed. You have got a humble space. That is what is called ample parking. Good. Let's do revision. We have said this parking has got 3 names. First name is control parking. Number 2 is called ample parking. Number 3 is called ample parking. Why is it called control parking? Because there is total security. Why is it called angle parking? Exactly. Vehicles are parked at an angle. Simply angle of 45 degrees. Why is it called ample parking? One, there's a humble space. Number two, for a period of time. Good. So those three names still have got four rules. Hii parking kona sheria ine. So for those who are noting this down, just right there, rules of controlled parking. Rules of controlled parking. Point ya kwanza useme, we park saloon cars only in this parking. We park saloon cars only. What's a saloon car? A saloon car ni hizi gari zote ndogo. Mazda Demio, Isus. Sindio? Gani gani unajua? Exactly. Hata Mercedes Benz iko hapo ni gari dogo. Sindio? Hizo zote V8 hizo. Gari yote ambayo haina chevrons. Chevrons are the reflectors zinaweka huko nyuma. One, to estimate the wind. Two, for identification. Good. They are saloon cars, and because they don't have a chevrons, zinatumia nini? Brake lights. All right? Good. So rule number one is that we park only saloon cars. Exactly. Now we call them personal vehicles. Thank you for that. They are called personal vehicles. What you can note there, note this, that a saloon car has got a maximum speed limit of 110. Inakuwa na speed ya 110. Ile ya juu kabisa. Good. Speed ya 110, the maximum, as far as the speed governor is observed. Rule number two is that andika, we follow via the entrance and leave via the exit. We leave via the entrance and leave via the exit. And I'm demonstrating here. We follow via the entrance and leave via the exit. We follow via the entrance and leave via the exit. In this case, the unmarked part, hope you can see here very well, the unmarked part is the entrance. The marked part is the exit. In both sides, we have got entrance and exit. If you are coming from this side, the unmarked part is the entrance. We follow via the entrance. The other side, we follow via the entrance. The unmarked part is the entrance. That is rule number one. We follow via the entrance and leave via the exit. The unmarked part is the entrance. The marked part is the exit. Rule number three. Rule number three. Rule number three, we say we park from the farthest end. We follow, we park from the farthest end. We park from the farthest end. We park from the farthest end. In this case, if for this end, Mr. Kamba, where is the farthest end in that parking as far as the rule of roads in Kenya is observed? Always keep left. Where is the farthest end if at that position?
The farthest end would be here.
Farthest end. Here.
Back here. So it should be here.
Good. Finally, as far as the rule of roads in Kenya is observed, where is your farthest end when you are this position? Assume this is your vehicle. Yeah. Here. Assume this is your vehicle. Where is your farthest end? Are you sure? Why? With the reason why? No. It means you are not sure. Are you sure? Where? Give us reason why. Okay, let's continue. When at this position, rule number 3 says you park from the farthest. It means kule mbele kabisa. So ukiwa pa kule mbele Mr. Kamau ni huko. The farthest end. You are going to park here. When you are using this vehicle, the farthest end is at this position. That is rule number 3. Rule number 4 is that we park using forward gear. We park using forward gear and leave with reverse gear. We park using forward gear we park using forward gear, and leave with reversing gear this way, and leave with reversing gear this way. Good. We've said we park using forward gear and leave with reverse gear. We've said we park using forward gear and leave with reverse gear. And B, or point to note, this parking can be reserved since we park from the farthest end. You can reserve the parking since we park from the farthest end. In that case, it means okay. In that case, it means if now, if you want to park your vehicle, this vehicle, you have to check from the farthest end. Ukiingilia hapa uone huko mbele kuna gari, hapana. Lakini ukiingia hivi ukuta kuna gari hapa hivi, it means hizo zote zimefanya nini? Zimejaa. Unapope hii gari peleka parking, just move this way. Ukishafika hapo hivi utapita tukuje upaki huko. Kuna wenye wamereserve, you can reserve this parking. So the only remaining slot ni gani? Ni hiyo. Since we park from the farthest, and this guy observed that rule, so the other two slots are reserved. The same as with the other side. You come, you follow the entrance, you have to park from the farthest end. This guy parking, it means the other parking has been reserved, so you have to park only for the remaining slot. Good. That is part number 1. Let's go to parking number 2. Parking number 2. And parking number 2 as we conclude today's lesson. And continue guys to subscribe to this channel, and I know you'll be blessed. So parking number 2. First point, you can say it has got 4 names. Point number 1, say it has got 4 names. This one, this parking here, this parking here. Iko tu hapa nje. It has got 4 names. Name number 1, it is called flash parking. Flash parking. With a reason, we park for a short period of time. We park for a short period of time. Name number 2, it is called straight parking. Straight parking. With a reason, we park straight. Vehicles are parked straight. They are not parked at an angle. Good. Another name is called uncontrolled parking. Opposite of control is uncontrolled parking. It's another name for that parking, because the vehicles are parked in an alternating order. All right. Name number 4, it is called parallel parking. Parallel parking. We say it uncontrolled parking because you take your own risk. So uncontrolled means there's no security. There's no security. Okay? So you park at your own risk. But now another name is parallel parking. Parallel parking, it means they are parked in an alternating order. Those are the 4 names. Let us do revision of what we have said. 4 names. First name is Kamau.
Flash parking.
Flash parking. With the reason why?
Because it's parked for a short period of time.
Good, Mr. George. Another name for this parking? Parallel parking. The reason why? Exactly. Good. Parallel. Another name? Uncontrolled parking. Why? Why is it called uncontrolled parking?
Because it is not controlled.
You take your own risk.
Yeah.
Good. Higher. The last name for this parking is
Parallel parking.
parallel parking. She had just said that one. Straight parking. Sindio? With the reason why? Exactly. Because they are not parked at any angle. Good. So, like the rules of that parking as we head up to this lesson, rules of this parking, rules of flash parking. Hii flash parking inakuta imeegemezwa huku kwa barabara, na sana sana kanjo ndio nakuanga under control hizo parkings. So ile time lazima ulipe pesa ngapi? 200, ama kulingana na vile wao wanaona ni vizuri walipishe. Tukasema it is called flash because you park for short period of time. Ukipaki kwa muda mrefu Unaona tu mtu amekuja, anakuja na kile kihama, anaiweka miguu ya juu, huwezi ukaenda. Good. So we have got 4 rules in this parking. Rule number 1, and they should be in this order. Always remember that. Rule number 1 is that we park all types of vehicles except trailers and trucks. All these types of vehicles ni kama gani na gani? Ya kwanza, lori. Ya pili, pickup. Ya nne, matatu ama bus, si ndio? Ya tatu, PSV zote. Si ndio? Exactly. Except ni kama gani? Trailer na truck. Zinapakiwa wapi? Petrol station ama garage. Sasa hizi ukiangalia ile Shell, kuna kitractor pale. Kuna kitruck pale. Imepakiwa wapi? Hapo. So in this parking, rule number 1 is that we park all types of vehicles except trailers and tractors. Rule number 2, we follow via the entrance and leave via the exit. Let me demonstrate that one here. You either come from this side, you get kwa hiyo parking. If not that side in huku, ukipanda hivi, that is the entrance. Exit, ni either utoke wenda hivi, ama utoke wenda aje, it was straight. Rule number 3, like that, we park from the farthest end. Na ya mwisho, rule number 3, we park from the farthest end. Andika. We park from the farthest end. Good. Good. Rule number 3 is that we park from the farthest end. Hapa. Gigi hapa, farthest end ni hapa. Rule number 4, we park using reverse gear and leave with the forward. We park using reverse gear and leave with the forward gear. We park using reverse gear and leave with the forward gear. Naipata? Good. Assignment of the questions after the end of the lesson. Assignment, write assignment there. Assignment. Question 1. Question 1. Write more than 5 similarities in both parking. When you have the both rules, you can make the same things in common. Yeah, exactly. So write more than 5 similarities in both the parking. Question that write 10 marks there. 10 marks. Question 2. Write at least more than 6 differences in both between the two parkings. Write at least more than 6 differences between the two parkings. And with more or less, I say thank you. Continue subscribing. Watch again and watch again and watch again until you got it. Go to exam and pass the test.